Hey guys, good morning. I am very tired this morning. Last night was rough. I don't know what was going on. I didn't sleep very well. Everly didn't seem like she slept very well, and I kept waking up with nightmares. I don't know if it was because I watched the, I watched the third, and I stayed up long. I thought that was my hair. I stayed up long enough to watch the, fourth. I think I just moved on to the 5th episode. So I'm almost halfway through 13 Reasons Why, I think. And yeah, I'm on episode 5. And the 4th one was a little, I don't want to say scary, but a little more suspenseful. It's been hard thus far. If you have not watched 13 Reasons Why, or you get triggered by anything easily, please don't watch this, because I'm going to just talk about it for a minute. But it's very, if you've ever watched it, the whole show is very, very, I feel like could be extremely sensitive and very triggering to people that have suffered in any type of way, any of the things that they talk about, especially people with any type of mental health problem at all. I mean, because they go into all kinds of stuff. And so fortunately for me, it hasn't done anything to me except just like open my eyes up to even more stuff that could be happening, especially in our youth nowadays, you know, type of thing. And especially things that were like never really talked about when I was younger. And I didn't fortunately experience anything like that, but today it's like super prevalent. So it just is like a really hard show to watch in general, but it's really good. Like the basis underneath it's really good. Well, this whole season, Clay kind of goes in and out of like what he thinks is real, what he's hallucinating a ton. And it's hard for me to follow to see exactly what's real and what's not. And I don't do that well with like horror, suspense, mystery, especially late at night. It tends to make my mind run a little bit. And so I was having bad dreams. And it was like somebody's pulling your covers off of you type of bad dream. So nothing super gory or anything like that. But it definitely was, I feel like because I was watching the show late at night, but it's so good I couldn't help it. But it definitely did. I woke up thinking, oh my gosh, like I need to stop watching that this late at night if it's going to continue that way. Because the last 2 nights that I watched it, I was fine. But for whatever reason, that 4th episode is the camping trip. And it was definitely one of those things that I was like kind of caught off guard of how I would feel about something, and then going to bed right after, or actually I fell asleep kind of during watching it. And Everly kept waking up, so I felt like she was maybe dreaming or having a bad dream or just not comfortable, I don't know, getting stuck in certain places she didn't like in her playpen. I'm not exactly sure, but because of that, I did not sleep very well last night. And so this morning I woke up and I'm paying for it. So I'm having breakfast. Andres is fasting. He's been doing really well, just, you know, kind of rotating his fasting and stuff. So I'm supporting him, whatever he wants to do. I'm not fasting. I'm still doing Weight Watchers. So today for breakfast, I've been also obsessed when I watch YouTube with watching, I think her channel name is A Little Less Ashley. That's her Instagram name. And I really like her. She's super Southern. I think she lives in South Carolina, so I love her accent. I find it very funny because people think everybody from the South has an accent like she does. And here in Texas, you will, unless you go like up, some people up north, like in the panhandle of Texas and like in that area, some people have more of an accent, but for the most part, anywhere like west, east, and southern Texas, nobody has an accent like that. Nobody. Those are accents that you find more in like North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, places like that. Definitely not here. So I think it's super cute. She's very relatable. If you watch, she's a Weight Watchers channel, so if you are on Weight Watchers, I definitely recommend her. She's super cute. But anyway, she does what I eat in a day, and so I just kind of incorporate what I eat in a day in my vlogs. You okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She's still on her back.
Oh.
She's just upset or something.
upset at something. Okay. I just kind of incorporate it here, but let me know if you guys, those of you that do Weight Watchers, would like to see a separate video, because you know, I feel like I show my daily life, but some of you that really could care less about what I'm eating, maybe you would want that to be in a separate video. It doesn't mean I wouldn't still show it here, but just let me know. I'm curious. I watch a bunch of what I eat in a day just to get inspiration, because sometimes I run out of things to eat and I tend to eat the same things over and over. Like for breakfast today, I am having a Dana Light and Feet, oh my gosh. Let me try that again. A Dana Light and Fit Greek yogurt. This one is vanilla. I've never had the vanilla before. It came in that pack that we got from Sam's. These are only 2 points a piece. So it's just vanilla yogurt. I'm cutting up some strawberries. This is the very last bit of our strawberries. And the strawberries from Costco did not last. I mean, in both meanings. Like, they didn't last very long in our house. And they just didn't, oh, I got yogurt in my face. They just didn't last very long in general. It's been 1 week since I went, and a day since I went grocery shopping for them, and we washed them and rinsed them and put them away just like I would normally do any other strawberries. And we normally get about 10-12 days out of the strawberries from HEB. Maybe these were organic and I didn't even notice, but these did not last. I had to throw away, I don't know, maybe like 15 of them because they were bad. So that kind of stinks, because normally we don't let hardly anything go bad in this house. Things get eaten up super quick, but I guess too because they've been like snacking on watermelon and grapes, because the grapes went fast. We're already almost done with the purple grapes, and we Andres cut that other watermelon and it's already half gone. So maybe that's why, but that's one of the reasons why I don't buy produce from Costco. It's way more expensive for me, and it doesn't always last like HEB does. So anyway, I'm gonna cut up these strawberries and put them in my yogurt, and then I have some avocado toast. So my breakfast will be about 10 points, and I like to have a heavier breakfast so that it keeps me full longer and I can kind of set myself up better for the rest of the day. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm eating. If you like to see like what I eat in a day, let me know in the comments below, and I can always film that separate, and I can always put it on my other channel, kind of keep it all food related over there. So let me know. She's eating carrots and green beans. Oh, thank you, Kiki. Just put Everly down for a nap. She had carrots and green beans for lunch. She's already had both, so I had a little bit of carrots, a little bit of green beans, so I just mixed up a whole thing and put it all together just so it didn't go to waste. But I'm making sweet potatoes. That's the next thing we're going to move on to. We have squash, so I could do squash as well. Squash is easy, though. You can just cook it up on the stove, like steam it on the stove and blend it. The sweet potatoes are super easy too, and I find that people think that making baby food is expensive, and I guess it can be depending on what you're buying as far as like regular baby food. But to me, when a pouch, like one pouch, costs anywhere from 75 cents to like $1.50, it's so much cheaper to make your own food at home. That's just my opinion. We do have jar baby food, or like the little plastic cup baby food that we bought from Sam's, just to have on backup. Some things are easier to make than others, but pretty much everything is super easy. This is 2 large sweet potatoes. Cost me maybe $1.50, maybe $2. chopped it up. I have an Instant Pot, which I did not have with either of the other girls. So this is definitely, there we go. Definitely makes it a little bit easier for steaming and stuff like that. We would steam on the stovetop or in the microwave before. And yeah, the only thing is I don't know, steam. Yeah, there we go. Put it up to pressure. I don't know that that's going to get it all the way through because they're potatoes. Actually, is there a potato setting? No. So we're gonna try this and see how it goes. I just chopped up, I peeled them, chopped up the potatoes in there. Once they get steamed, I put a tiny bit of water, maybe just like 1/8 of a cup, and I'm gonna steam them, and then if they're mashable, I'll mash them. If not, I'll pop them in the blender, and she will have sweet potatoes for dinner. Super cheap and really just a way better alternative to any kind of jar baby food. Like I said, I'm not against baby food, jar baby food. We've used it in the past. We have some for her right now. We will use pouches in the future, but if I can make the majority of her food at home, I try really hard. So she's done peas, carrots, broccoli, and green beans. Now we're moving on to sweet potatoes. So she's heading her way there. I'll probably do squash next, and then maybe that's it, and then I'll go to fruits. I try and do like corn, we don't do for a little while, strawberries, like things that would trigger any allergies that are very common allergens. I try and wait till a little bit later, but things like this are pretty easy. It took me 2 minutes to peel up the potatoes, toss them in there, and forget about them until they're done. And then she'll have that, honestly, will probably make her entire 3 days worth of food, breakfast and lunch, with the sweet potatoes. And then what I do is once she's had one food for a few days and I know she's not allergic to it or anything like that, no reactions, then I will mix it with whatever I have in the fridge. That way it doesn't go bad. Also, if you have a ton extra, all you have to do is pop them into like little 1 or 2 ounce servings, put them in the freezer. They freeze very nicely. We actually did this with the other girls. We made a bunch and froze it, but we were working then with both of them. So, well, I was working part-time with Autumn, but I'm not working, so I'm just making everything fresh. If I happen to have extra, I'll freeze it, but if I don't, I'm not gonna worry about it. The girls actually like some of it, so we'll either put it in smoothies, or I'll toss it into a recipe, or I will just, somebody will eat it somehow. It's not gonna go to waste. So I haven't actually made any in the freezer yet, but I will if it comes to that point. I thought I would share with you guys the sweet potatoes. So this is what they look like. I just used a potato masher, and honestly they were super soft. So I just came in here and went like this a few times. There was some water at the bottom, so it makes it baby food consistency. Very, very easy, and this made quite a bit. So now I'm just gonna put it in a big bowl, stick it in the fridge. Everly's not awake yet, or else I would give her a little bit of lunch after her nap, but she's not awake yet, so I'll probably just let them cool off. And if she does wake up, I'll let her try them before her next bottle. If not, we'll save them until dinner. But super easy. If they had not been easy, I could have honestly just stuck them in the blender, but this was easy enough and no reason to dirty up the blender if I don't have to. So super simple, and I mean really like way more nutritious and definitely more cost effective than regular baby food. So there you go. Nice. What did Emmy say? She looks like, oh yay, Mama! Woo! Woo! Kind of feels like it. Feels good though. Autumn? Not by yourself, okay?
Not yet, okay? I'm almost done.
Yay! Shunka!
When I'm done, okay? Love you.
What'd they say you were, Mom? Well, she didn't call you older. I mean, by a few months. You hold on to Emmy, okay? Oh my god. Hold on to her upper leg, Emmy. There you go. Oh my goodness.
Mama.
I want to try.
Oh, careful.
It's barely anything.
Yeah, see, you're not supposed to hold it like that. This was like my middle school dream. I love tetherball. Careful, Mama, you don't want to get hit in the head. Like that.
Sissy, we all have to spin.
Well, that's good. You got four.
Yeah.
Yay! Here, you hold on. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey, remember Autumn there.
She's gonna get down.
Can I get down?
Get on, Mama. What's wrong?
Can I get on too fast? Where you go? Okay.
Well, then go slow. You gotta get out of the way, though.
Are you gonna ride it? Yes or no?
No. Are you gonna ride it? You want?
Go.
I got it.
Oh, there we go.
We're experimenting with the coffee this morning. Seeing if we can get it to blend nicely because I need a pick-me-up. I'm so tired today. Hey guys, official good morning. I know I just filmed a little bit about my coffee this morning. Everly's having some sweet potatoes, which she loves. She tried it yesterday. We went to, I don't think I finished vlogging because we were so exhausted trying to get everyone in bed. I was so tired yesterday and I still didn't sleep very well last night. We were up at 6. Does it smell? Like bad? Ugh. We got these fly traps because ever since we laid the grass and the mulch in the backyard, we've had an excess of flies, probably from like the fertilizer and manure and stuff like that in the grass, in all the plants that we have, like all on the patio. We've had an excess amount of flies. So when we went to Nin's yesterday, just for them to visit the girls a little bit, they probably won't see them until this next weekend for Father's Day. We're having a little get together here at our house. So we went over there and Andres was helping to build that little, helping my, well, my stepdad was helping Andres to build the little merry-go-round at Nin's house, which the girls loved. They had such a good time. And I just came home and got carried away and just didn't close out the vlog. Andres and I watched 90 Day Fiancé and we went to bed. But anyway, so yeah, Nin had, my mom got these fly traps that I ordered some. You probably have seen the infomercial on like your Facebook page around, they're great supposedly for around horses and stuff. So I bought them off Amazon, but Nin had one of these that you just add water to it and you hang it up and the flies are supposed to be attracted to it, that my mom got from HEB. So we're trying those, but on the rest that it has a nasty smell to it. But it's working, right? It's grabbing them. So maybe you just need to hang it away from the patio. Maybe they'll be attracted to it if you send them somewhere else. Because for whatever reason, flies don't go very much to the, and maybe if it's because once the bug zapper light is on, it's more like mosquitoes are out and the flies are gone. But the flies will literally, and forget about it if you have food or something out there. That's so yummy. This is what it turned out like. It gets a little bit watery. So you just mix it around, like it starts to separate a little bit, but mix it around. And I'm surprised because this is a little bit thicker consistency than the other very pureed stuff we were giving her, because I just mashed these. I didn't actually puree it, and she is loving it. No like choking or anything. She's doing a really good job. So anyway, the plan, she had PT this morning and the physical therapist said that she's doing a great job. We just need to keep working on her core strength and different exercises and stuff. So she's taking up, oh, I'm sorry, mommy, sorry, mommy, sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I pulled her hair by accident. It was stuck in the little bib thing. So we have exercises and just gonna keep working on her core strength and go from there. So she's doing really well with that. And Andres and Emmy already had like how many miles do you think that was? Like 4, 5? A very long bike ride around the neighborhood to burn some energy and to go a little bit further. She's a good bike rider, but because the other girls is kind of hard, like with Everly and stuff, it's hard for us to get out and ride bikes long places. So her and Andres went for a long bike ride. Wow. The rest of us, 5? You think 5 miles? Too long for me, put it that way. But they had fun. Emmy came back tired, which doesn't happen very frequently. She seems to have, all of them seem to have never-ending energy. But it was long, huh? Mm-hmm. So anyway, the rest of us sat on the couch like lazy little bums. And the little girls watched TV, and Everly and I took a little snooze. Huh, moms? PT took a lot out of us.
Everly did not take that long to snooze.
It was like 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, the girls are having lunch. They're doing some of those natural Purdue chicken nuggets. Are those good? Those are the first time that I bought those. Do they taste the same?
Yeah, they taste the same.
With some rotini mac and cheese and corn.
Chicken nuggets.
I don't know. You need to eat your corn first. And my coffee turned out foamy. This took a lot to get it in here. I would not recommend. I don't know how Starbucks and any other place that does like Frappuccino coffee, how they get their coffee to blend so well. They use a blend tech. We have what do we have? Vitamix. I always get confused.
I think it was blended with the protein.
You think with the protein? But I blend just coffee before and it doesn't turn out Frappuccino like. Maybe it's the kind of ice we're using. It bunches up. It's weird. It definitely does not come out creamy like that. So anyway, it serves its purpose. It's giving me the pickup that I need because I was just overly tired today. I'm probably laying on the couch and taking in a mid-morning siesta didn't help because it kind of made me feel even more like blah. So today we're gonna get a load of laundry done, straighten up the house a little bit, and maybe go outside. My honey bunny goes back to work tomorrow. Sad times. I don't think we need to do anything else. And I think tonight for dinner we're going to have pork chops because we have that in the fridge and I don't want them to go bad. So that's the plan today, huh, Mama? That's such good. She loves sweet potatoes. Is that yummy?
It has all the games.
You know, like it looks dry, but it's like throwing like
You would have to buy them.
You're holding on to that mini for dear life. I'm holding myself accountable. There's my 1 load of the day. However, today is a 2 load kind of day because I brought in the swim stuff from outside that was drying on the towel rack that we made, all the towels and stuff. So it all went in there. So I'm doing 2 loads today, but I have my 1 load that I was going to do today. So far so good with the laundry routine. Dinner tonight is makeshift shake and bake pork chops. I had pork chops in the fridge that needed to be cooked up, and I just stuck them in a gallon size bag and poured in half of the panko breadcrumbs plain, a 1/4 cup of this and a 1/4 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, and I just shook it up. I didn't put any oil or anything on it, so they came out not like super crispy, and I just pan frying them in a little bit of spray canola oil. Then we're gonna have some rotini pasta on the side and a salad.